Hi guys, in this video I talk about the different types of comments in Java. Java has three types of comments. One is a single line comment, there's a multi-line comment, and there's a Java doc comment. Now comments are used really to explain certain parts of a program. If anything is very complex, we can leave a note and explain it. And it's really natural language that we can leave some explanation, and all these comments are ignored by the compiler. So the compiler will not check the syntax. Let's say, for example, we have a variable and we want to add a quick note on the variable. This stores the first name. This one here is a single line comment. And it really just is a single line. I cannot add anything beyond that. If I add something here, we can see we get a compile error and this is checked. So a single line comment is really just a single line to leave a quick and brief note. Now we also have something like a multi-line comment. Let's say I output some information here. I say hello, the name, and I want to leave a longer description. I initialize it so I get rid of the compile error. And so if I have a longer description, I can do /* and then typically it does multiple stars, one for each line, but I don't really need it. So I could just use /* to mark the beginning of a comment and then */ to mark the end. A lot of times this is kind of the pattern for each line to have a star or an asterisk, but it's not required for a multi-line comment. So I can leave a note here. I output information to the console and we can see I can write as many lines as needed. Now there's also a Java doc comment, and this is to describe methods or classes. So to give you an example, I do /*, hit enter, and here I can describe what this method does. This method is the entry point to the program. And arguments, optional, arguments passed to the program. There's a lot of things that we can add to it. For example, add parameter. This describes the parameter arguments. Then I can have add return. We can see here a bunch of lists, add throws. There are links. I don't think they're listed here. So if I do add return, I can describe this method does not return a value. And I can also have links. So I could have add, and let's say I want to have a link. I could link to another class. If I have a large program, I can link to other parts of the program. Let's say, see if we can do it here. So let's say I link to this class and to the main method. Then I could do it like this. And this would provide, if I hover over, I can now see the description. This method is an entry point to our program. This is what it is. It kind of links to itself. That's why we see it kind of flickering. And then the parameters to the method is one. There's args. This is an optional argument passed to the program, or optional arguments, should be multiple. And it does not return a value. So this is useful if we have a large program and we want to kind of describe on a high level what a method does and on what the classes do. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching.